Hi everybody, Kristin LaBar, licensed real estate salesperson at Bridgeview. And today we're going to get real because we're going to talk about realistic expectations as a buyer. All right, one of the things you always want to look at is your budget. Sometimes what you want and what you can afford are very different things. And as a buyer, you need to be willing to make some sacrifices and compromises to get into your budget. Because at the end of the day, you could want a perfect castle, but unless you have the budget to support the castle, you're not gonna get it. Another thing is, people are often looking for deals, okay? There's no coupons in home buying, and quite honestly, there's not a whole lot of deals. People go in and they're thinking, well, it's listed as $200, I'm gonna offer $150. In this market, you're probably not going to get an accepted offer. In fact, we're finding right now, bid wars, multi-offers, they're starting to come back. Inventory is super low right now, which means the demand for homes, there's buyers who need homes and there's no homes for them. So people, escalation clauses, it's a great tool as a buyer. Don't be afraid to use it, but don't be afraid to trust your realtor. I know when I talk to my buyers, we walk through, what does an escalation clause mean? I'm not going to let you overpay for a home. That's not my goal. But if you truly want a home, I'm gonna write you a competitive offer so that we can hopefully get that home. And the other thing is, sometimes buyers are looking for truly the perfect turnkey home. And quite honestly, there's no such thing as a perfect home. There are always going to be things that come up that you're going to have to do as a homeowner. Little things, for example, there might be a chip in the siding. That's common. Chances are they were mowing their lawn, being a good homeowner, and a rock shot out and hit it. Things happen. And when you buy a home, you'll realize that's very common. We had a ton of snow, we had a leak in our roof. Was I happy? No, but you call a contractor, they come in, they fix it, all is well. It's home buying. Not the most fun thing sometimes, but it's always working towards building equity. It's part of living in a home. Every payment that I put towards this house is something that someday I'm going to get back. Another thing, going back to realistic expectations, I want you to have your dream home. I'd love to, but you also have to realize that if you are only looking for a certain type of home, for example, ranches. Everyone loves ranches. Great homes, single living. I get it. Single level living, it makes sense. But the reality is there's not a ton of ranches around. And when there are, typically they go fast and they go for at price or sometimes over. So just be willing to understand that you may want something, but you've got to work with your realtor. I'll work with you to kind of get to that part where it's realistic. Because at the end of the day, I'm not a magician. I wish I was, but I'm not. I will do the best to get you in the home that you truly like, but please understand we have to be realistic with the current market and with budgets. That's a big thing. All right, everybody, if you're looking for a home or you have any real estate questions, feel free to give me a call. My number is 315-783-4930, and don't forget, Kristin is the key.